The requirement for Eagle's Peak quest is going to be 27 Hunter, and the items you're going to need are Swamp Tar, a yellow dye, and at least 50 gold. My recommendations to you are level 25 agility at least, energy potions, and Ardougne and Varrock teleports in order to make getting around just a little bit easier. Enjoy the quest guide. Alright, so here we are in Ardougne Zoo, and here's Charlie. As you can see, he's right near the scorpion pit and the camel display. And what you want to do is speak to him, and to start the quest, which is of course going to be Eagle's Peak quest, you just pick that top choice there, and you just speak to him, go through the options, and whenever you are done with the options, just say sure, any idea where I should start looking. When you're done with the options, you actually want to make your way west of the gnome stronghold. Now if you can teleport there through Spirit Tree, that's probably recommended, or if you have the fairy rings, the code is going to be AKQ, and then once you use that, you just run straight south. But let's get to the area and continue on with the quest. Since there is quite a bit of running in this quest, if you are at least level 26 Herblore, I would certainly recommend making energy potions, just so that way you can do the quest a little bit faster and you don't have to worry about running out of run energy. Okay, so once you get here, what you need to do is inspect the books that are laying on the ground, and you're actually going to pick up a bird book. Click on it to read it, and you'll end up getting a metal feather. Then you can just drop the book. And now what we need to do is actually get on the path that leads up to the peak of the mountain, and the path starts on the southern side of the mountain there. So now run all the way back around, and again, this is where the energy potions are really going to come in handy, and just start making your way up that mountain. And if you look at my mini map here, just to show you where the path starts, it's right below where all these yew trees are, and you just want to run up to the northwest. When you get to the top, you want to inspect this rocky outcrop, and you'll see that it has a carving of a feather on it, or above it, sorry. So use the metal feather on it, and then the door opens. So go on inside here, and now whenever you start running, you're going to see these this feathered journal. It's not necessary for the quest, so you don't really have to take it, but what you want to do is just run over here, and you'll see where all these giant feathers are, and walk onto the ledge in order to start a cutscene, which is going to be over Sean. There we go. And this is going to be Nicolas, or Nicholas if you feel like being lazy about it. Just speak to him, and whenever he is done, you're going to need to pick up 10 of these giant feathers, and it is important that you pick up 10 of them. So let's, where is he? There he is. Okay, so yeah, just go through the option with him and make your way. Let's see here, pick on the first one. There we go, discovered it. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've done this quest. Say I think you're trapped. Looking away of it, he's going to tell you about you getting disguises for him, and you're going to have to make your way to the fancy shop in Varrock. So once we're done with that, pick up 10 of these. Now that we've got those 10, we go to Varrock, and if you aren't aware, the fancy dress shop is actually in the southeastern corner of Varrock, so we need to go towards there. Looking at the minimap, you can see it's in the southeast corner. That's kind of in the little gated community area, and you want to talk to the fancy dress shop owner. And once you go through the dialogue there, click on you're specifically after a couple of bird costumes, and this is where the materials are going to come into play. And so this is where you need the 10 eagle feathers, the swamp tar, and the yellow dye, as well as 50 gold, but I always get 1,000 for questing, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. I guess I should add this in there as well. After you talk to him the first time, he's going to tell you essentially to go get the materials that you already have on you. So you have to speak to him a second time and tell him you've got the feathers and materials you requested, and he's going to tell you it's 50 gold. Eagle me up, and there you go. So you'll have 2 fake beaks and 2 eagle capes. And so our next journey is actually going back to Eagle's Peak. So make your way all the way back there. Once you make your way back up here, what you want to do is get into kind of this spot that I'm standing on, and you need to shout over to Nicholas, and what he's going to tell you is that having the disguise all the way over here is going to be of no use to him. And if you run over here to the south, you'll see the stone door that has the eagle on it, and it's basically going to tell you that you need something to put in it. So this is where you're going to have to get the bronze, silver, and gold feathers. So if you go into this tunnel here that's in the southwest, this is where you'll end up getting the bronze feather. So try and take it from the pedestal. It's going to go up into the air, hooray, and then you just operate the 4 winches that are in the corner of the room. So just go to each and do that. Once it's fallen, go ahead and take the feather, and there you are, first bronze feather. So now for the silver feather, what we need to do is go up to the tunnel that is just north of this one. For the silver feather, you're going to walk into an empty stone pedestal, so go ahead and inspect it, and you're going to see this small trail up here. Let's see if I can, yeah, there you go, that's a little bit better. And basically what this is going to be like is just doing hunter. So you want to start inspecting stuff until the trail appears, and what you're going to try and do here is get the trail to lead into a tunnel that goes into the wall. So just keep working on that and keep doing that until you figure it out. Okay, this is what I was talking about. So a level 13 Kebit's going to appear out of the wall, and it's just going to inspect the opening. So all you do is you just run around inspecting these rocks until you find the trail going into the opening. Kill the Kebit. Again, it's only level 13, as you can see. Kill the Kebit in order to get the silver feather. Now for the gold feather, what you need to do is go to the tunnel that is east of the entrance to this, I guess you would call it a dungeon. And if you'll notice, you'll see a reset lever out here, and that just indicates to you that this is going to be a puzzle room essentially. So before you do anything, you need to take from this bird seed, and I would say grab at least 10 just in case you mess up. And for this part of the quest, I'm just basically going to show you what to do as I'm doing it. It's probably going to seem very choppy, but it'll end up making sense. But what you need to do is essentially clear a path that is going straight to the pedestal that holds the gold feather. So you're going to be moving these metal birds, and you're going to be operating winches, putting bird seed on pipes, all this and that. It's not too bad. It's only 11 steps in total, which is including getting the golden feather, but let's get to it. Step 1 of the puzzle is to pull this eagle lever, and as you can see, it's just northwest of the entrance to the tunnel. The second step is you run to the southeastern part of the tunnel, and you'll see these bird feeders. What you need to do is use the odd bird seed on the bird feeder in order to move the metal birds. But a note to this is make sure you do not block yourself in by the birds. So all you do is you use it on that, and a small little cutscene will show the bird moving itself. Once both birds have moved and you're able to reach this lever in the southeast, go ahead and pull that lever, and on to step 4. The next step is to pull this lever again, and it's the same one that you pulled the first time. Just run a little bit south and you'll see this bird feeder right here. Put some bird seed in that in order to move the metal bird, eagle, whatever you call it. Once that stone bird is moved, you'll have access to this lever here. Go ahead and pull that lever, and on to the next part. Run up north near the lever that you started out with first, and put some bird seed in the bird feeder. Run over to the northwestern part of the tunnel here and pull this lever. Go back down to the southern part of the tunnel where the southern lever is, and put bird seed in this bird feeder in the southwestern part. Make your way east to this bird feeder and put some bird seed in it. Once all of those steps have been completed, you should have a straight path onto this stone pedestal in order to retrieve the golden feather. Now what we need to do is make our way back on over to that stone door that had the imprint of the eagle on it. Before you use all 3 feathers on the door, go ahead and make sure that you have the disguise on, and just to be safe, I'm actually going to take off everything because you never know. So use each feather, and there you go. That opens up the door, and then you'll be able to walk by the eagle and speak to Nicholas. Now if you don't have on the disguise, you'll actually whenever you try and walk past the eagle, he'll actually end up dealing some damage, although it's just small damage. So speak to him and give him the disguise, and then make your way out of the tunnel. Just as an added bonus for completing the quest, if you come over here east of where the main eagle and Nicholas are, you'll see these 3 different eagles: a desert eagle, jungle eagle, and a polar eagle. These will actually transport you to the different hunter areas once the quest is completed. When you leave the tunnel, you'll notice that you can climb these rocks right here. And if you look on the agility guide right here on the shortcuts, all you really need is just level 25 agility, which is very, very easy to get, and it saves quite a bit of time. I guess I should have done that when coming around here the first time, but oh well. So as you can see, he's down here at the camp, so speak to him and he will catch a ferret for you, or teach you how to catch a ferret. Alright, after he shows you how to catch the ferret, the good thing is that you'll actually gain a box trap and the ferret, so you don't need to worry about bringing a box trap with you or anything like that. But the next step we need to do is go back to Ardougne Zoo and speak with Charlie. Here we are back in Ardougne Zoo, and as always, if you do not wish to see the quest rewards that you get, then go ahead and stop the video now, because all you have to do is speak to Charlie and he will end up finishing the quest for you. But if you do want to see it, just keep on watching. And there you have it. That is Eagles Peak Quest. So as you can see, 2 quest points, 2500 hunter experience, and you're able to catch ferrets, which is how you are supposed to train once you hit level 27. Also, this will allow you to fly using the eagles from Eagles Peak. So I hope this quest was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. And go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you are looking for more quest guides or anything like that. So have a great day.